Yeah, it's such a pleasure to come back and play Dalton again after so long. It's such the Insidious franchise was such a distinct moment in my childhood that I really look back and remember fondly. And now that I get to come back and play Dalton again as a fully fleshed out character, it's such an exciting thing for me. It was such a fun challenge to be able to do that. So I'm stoked about it.
Our family has been through a lot together.
Yeah, I was definitely a fan of the franchise before, and it was very exciting to walk into this established, horror empire. And with that definitely comes nerves. But, it really is like a family. These people have been working together for so long, and they welcomed me in very quickly. And so I did not get to linger in those feelings of nerves for too long, which was really great.
You told me that when I was 10. I was in a coma, but I don't remember being sick.
We're ready to forget.
I got to work with Ty the most, and it was super fun because our character dynamic is, I felt like my job was to find the fun. And so that's what I was doing all day. So I had a great time working off of Ty and almost nobody else.
Yeah, working with Sinclair was amazing. Dalton is such a serious person, and when I'm in such a serious headspace all the time, it's hard for me to kind of enjoy my day. But having someone like Sinclair and someone like Patrick to kind of be there and to lift your spirits, because they are both very funny people off screen and very nice. So it was just a great group to have there to kind of catch you when you're falling down. And yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Most everything was unexpected because I just didn't know it. So I would surround myself with people, and every day I would say, listen, you guys are all really good at your jobs, and you've all done them more than I've done this job. So let's have an open line of communication. I really want kind people around me. I want hard workers. It's demanding, but I think the best work comes out of people that have a good attitude. And I always wanted people to get home to their families or loved ones and feel recharged for the next day. That's much more important to me than just grinding a crew down, just to get your shot. So. I kind of approach directing like I do acting, sort of from the inside out. So I want positive attitudes, and I think if anything, there's surprises every day. But having to keep the movie and the focus in your head when you're constantly asked, just by the nature of the business, to compromise, can it change here? Can you do that? You think we can do it? Do you need this scene here? Can we do, and then it's a house of cards, and it's really only in your head. I mean, everybody else can give you notes and tell you what to cut all day long, or it's up to you to do it. So you have to sort of embrace that pressure and hope that you have people around you that are supportive to your vision. But I did on this.
Ever since then, I see crazy stuff in my dreams.
The drama, that's much easier and much more my wheelhouse. Those are the kind of movies that resonate with me. Those are the kind of horror movies that resonate with me. I think, you can't get a family drama or a domestic drama or made in a studio setting anymore. But if you put it through the eyes of a horror movie, you can get it. So, but even if I think about movies like Poltergeist, or even in a weird way, Silence of the Lambs, those movies to me that really are about relationships and humanity, and less about the scares. So you take the kernel of those themes that are important to you, or at least to me, in the trauma, and that was really what was most important, because the second film is incredibly traumatic for that family. Where do they go from there? This is where they go from there. That's all I wanted to ask. This is what happens. So. And it's ugly and it's messy. And then the technical proficiency comes in with, when we had jump scares and when I had different kinds of scares, because I wanted a wide variety of them. I didn't want just, every count of three, there's this thing pops out of somewhere. Like I wanted to keep the audience guessing. So, sometimes there's not a lot for a long amount of time, and then when it comes, it's bam, 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 and then it goes away, then it comes back. It's like music. It's very musical to me.
The further you travel, the riskier the journey becomes.